Gotcha.
All right, you guys. And we will be going live right now.
Yeah.
And we already have a wonderful, true blooded American person. And who is it? Wow, it is a true supporter.
You don't have supporters, Kevin.
No, yeah, right here. He's saying, "Hey, Kevin, you nice man. How you doing? We missed you, man." Oh, who's it from? Oh, wow, the brown American expat. I salute you, man. You would be late at your own funeral.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Roberto?
yeah.
I can't see. I can't see in the room.
Well, put on your spectacles and take a look.
Nah, I'm in Hangouts.
Take a little peek.
I'm on my mobile and I'm in Hangouts. How's it going, Roberto, if you hear me?
He likes you, I think.
Well, I hope he does. Not that it really matters.
Well, I think. Well, I think he. I think. Yeah. I think he likes you. I mean, he likes me. I know. I mean, I haven't got no beef jerky, but he still likes me.
Hey, Roberto, they miss you on that show, bud.
Oh well, I think so. The show needs another person.
We can ask Dave to come on.
Yeah,
Dave Phelps
to explain his e-bagging.
Oh yeah.
What e-bagging is he? What are you talking about?
Oh, I heard that he was started a GoFundMe for some poor girl that got ripped off by one of his best mates. You know, being a veteran. Mind you, it's kind of funny, isn't it? They're a bit hypocritical. If I was Dave Phelps...
Is it funny like ha-ha funny, or what kind of funny are you talking about?
Well, if I was Dave Phelps, instead of fucking starting a GoFundMe and begging for donations, I would put my hand in my pocket and pay the girl's debt, if that's how he feels, instead of asking others to do it.
Who got
bully?
Randall, who got strikes? What's going on? F strikes. What does that mean?
What are you talking about?
Randall's comment.
He's got strikes. You give. Oh, sort of storm in a teacup. Yeah. Oh, okay. So he's e-begging now, is he? Oh, well.
Yeah. I hear that rumor as well.
Oh, Dave better be careful. Popeye doesn't get on his case.
Yeah. he's jumping on over the fence to then.
Yeah. Dave Phelps is funny though, because he's a bully. We all know he's a bully, and he's got no respect for old people whatsoever. He should actually take Popeye's advice and get his woman a visa and actually go back to America and get a real job, instead of fucking around. He's one of these guys that feels like everyone owes him respect and a sense of living because he was in the mud.
I think that beaver got a shell in his head.
Yeah, well, it's funny because okay, he's a veteran as such, I suppose. But I mean, what did he actually do in the war or in his service? He sat behind a fucking desk. His war injury, what was that? He was in a Humvee that went over a pothole and hurt his back. He's a fucking joke. Dave Phelps, if you're listening, you're a joke.
Is that who you're talking about, Dave?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know anything about what his war background.
Oh no, I'm just saying that what type of guy he is. He's a bully. He talks about everyone else. And he, my wife, he called my wife a whore. Wah, 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 wah.
Whoa. Yeah, but
hear
that's
that every day for
that's
6.
yeah, but that kind of word, that kind of talk, that's not very nice. Nobody wants
No.
their wife
Uh,
to be called that, so I can
uh,
understand. I
yeah,
well,
but
Mike, I can understand. He wouldn't. I wouldn't want nobody calling my wife, my girlfriend, my mother, my kids that kind
but
of thing. So I could
so what?
understand. That would make
He
me very
calls.
angry also. So that
Yeah,
part,
but
yeah.
you do, but it's one thing that was said about fucking 2 years ago, and he's still on about it now. Let's face it, it's a storm in a teacup. Yeah, he turns around and insults people by the way they look, by the way they act. He calls. He has no respect for old people. He calls everyone that's over his age old and decrepit and this and that. You know, he's a fucking joke. He's a nobody. He can't even get his wife back to the US.
Again,
He's
I'm not. I
well,
don't follow what's going on in
no,
his group.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's all my opinion, but a lot of people out there probably agree, but they don't. They're too scared to say it because they want to be his buddy, and yet he's not a nice person at all. And it's kind of ironic, not bringing Alo into it because Alo and me aren't really friends or anything anyway. But Alo said something that was funny, and it goes
Oh,
back.
Dave is a
It
good
goes,
guy. Oh, I
yeah,
thought
but
you said Dave is a food
but I'm
guy.
just saying. Can I? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that it goes back to a time where Alo was at the airport getting picked up. Remember? And he said something that he saw this person that was standing out in a crowd of people, and it was happened to be Dave Phelps heading back to Davao, wherever he was going to, ranting and raving. That sums up what kind of person Dave Phelps is, in my eyes. So if Dave Phelps e-begging, don't e-beg Dave Phelps. Stick your hand into your pocket and pay the $3,000 for the girl's debt. That's being a man.
Oh, is that how much is that how much that what bill is that a bill you're talking about?
No, well, one of Dave Phelps' best mates, the military guys, one of these military guys that apparently got a motor. I don't know the whole story, so this is what I've heard. But apparently got a motorboat in the girl's name and then fucked off and left her to pay the bill. And that's sad in itself. I mean, that's typical of American expat, I suppose. But, Dave's doing the right.
Randall's saying, Kiwi, you don't know nothing about Dave, um, and
Dave
you
Phelps is a
shouldn't be talking about things you don't know.
Oh,
Don't know.
fuck up, Randall, you fucking idiot. Randall, you're a fucking idiot too. You're a suck up kind of guy. You come into this room and suck up to Kevin, then you go back to fucking Dave Phelps' room and suck up to him. You're a fucking flea as well. Sorry, Kev, but that's how I feel about these idiots. What are they going to fucking do? Come and see me sometime and sue me, you cunt. You fucking idiots. You're all a bunch of hypocrite idiots.
Just watch the cursing.
Sorry, Kev. I'm back now, so I'm in the mood.
Oh, well,
Randall
you've been gone for a while. So.
Randall will run back, and they'll have a big report to Dave now. Oh, that Kiwi Mike, he said this and that, blah blah blah. Who gives a fuck?
Well, maybe you ought to go on. Maybe you ought to go on their show.
Yeah,
and
they won't
tomorrow.
I'm sure I'll get an
that's
invite.
if they would invite you. I don't know.
Oh no, they won't invite me. Don't be silly.
Well, you never know.
Okay,
They invited me.
Yeah, I've had my rant now. I've had my rant now, so that should start the ball rolling. Let's see what dramas come from that. Sorry, Kev, I fucked your show up again.
Yeah, I noticed that. I should have put a chain on you.
Yeah. You could have blocked me.
One of those zap collars.
You can pull a Monish Kiwi.
No, just
Well,
tell.
put it on.
No, just tell it how it is. I mean, they're going to say something bad about me. Who cares? Honestly, who really
Well,
cares?
from what I understand, somebody told me that there's like a GoFundMe site to help that girl that one of the expats did, that he walked away and went to another country and he left her with the bill, and
Mm.
he's trying to help her out
Yeah.
to be responsible and something, I think.
Well, my opinion is if he wants to help out, just pay the bill. Don't make a big song and dance about it. And that's all they're doing. They're trying to justify themselves as nice guys, but they're not. They're not nice
Well,
people.
there's nothing wrong about being a nice guy. If you guys want to help, I'm sure you guys can get a hold of Roberto. Well, you could, Gypsy could probably get a hold of Dave, send them money and help with the fund. If any of you guys from here want to send money to
Why should they send
Dave to
money?
help with the scooter,
Why should they send money, Kevin?
well, because that's the expat community way.
They aren't an expat community. They are a bunch of bullies. They don't get on with. They only get on with certain people, and it's funny how it's one of their own kind that does the ripping off of the girl. They go on about Frank. They go on about fucking Sentai Seven. They go on about everyone else, but look at themselves.
Talking about
I'm
Bama,
not.
about
By the way, I'm not saying that I agree with Sentai Seven or any other or anyone else. I think Sentai Seven.
I haven't heard from Sentai 7 for a long time.
Well, he's a disappointment. I'm afraid to say he's turned out quite bad, and he's got and what they say about him is true. Unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but I have to agree with them on that part of it.
I don't, I like I said, I haven't followed nobody. I'm not. I'm just minding my own damn business, so I don't know what the hell is going on.
Oh, that's all right, Kev. You got a show to do.
Well, right here's Dave. He snaked his way in.
Told you, they all come out of the woodwork now. They might be sound recording you, Kevin, so we'll behave now.
Oh,
is it too late? Oops, it's too late. So anyway, what else has been happening?
no,
The camps
nothing
are
on my
divided.
end.
I see the camps are divided again.
Well, somebody's telling you to be quiet, shutting your mouth.
Oh,
Oh,
make me. Only Kevin can make me shut my mouth, whoever it is. If you don't like it, fuck off. If you don't like Kevin's show, fuck off.
oh heck. Well, this kind of killed my.
Sorry, mate.
Where's Aloe?
They'll be all in soon. They're just getting ready to record everything for their show tonight.
You're a bunch of Kiwi.
Oh, here comes the insults.
Well, Kiwi's not a bad word, is it?
Nah, no. Kiwi's a bird, actually. I've been called worse.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure.
This show is not going to talk about what? Oh, heck.
You have to. I can't see what they're typing, Kev, so you have to tell me. If you want to, that is. I don't care.
I disagree with the angle. Oh, this show is bumming. Nothing gonna talk about it. Well, like I said, I'm not following what the hell is going on. So I don't really care what's going on. I mean about who's doing what in Thailand, who's doing what in the Philippines. I'm just doing my thing.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Do what you feel good, like you feel, and everything will be okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. It's just, don't get caught up into other people's problems. If you can help other people, that's good. If you can't help other people, you're just gonna get tangled up into a spider web, and it's gonna be hard to get out once you get in. If you want to get out.
I only get out by working. I don't need nothing from nobody. I do everything myself, and for me, that's the best way, not to be depending on others all the time.
Mm.
How many viewers you got now, Kev?
Oh, still the same. I got my 17 people.
I thought it might have increased a bit.
No, well, probably by other spectators that popped in. Three or four.
Oh well, gives them something to talk about later.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, he shouldn't. I'm not really sure what the background is about the scooter, what he did, what he didn't do, what he said, what he didn't say, what kind of promises, what if they're empty promises. I wasn't there, so it's kind of hard for me to put my
Well,
2 cents in. It's
Exactly.
it's it's about what his girlfriend and him did.
well, that's their business, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's got nothing to do with anyone. I'm just putting it out there that certain people want to help certain people. That's fine too, but start with themselves. Dig their hand into their pocket and pay for it. If you want to be a man and prove to us how nice you are and all the rest of it, put your hand in your pocket, pay the $3,000 or whatever it is, and then that will impress us more than you turning around and doing exactly the same as other people, starting a GoFundMe. Why should other people pay for something that you feel so strongly about? If you feel that strong about it, you pay for it yourself. Am I correct in that or not?
In one way, yes.
Well, if you want to hurry up and take care of the problem, I
Well,
guess if you have the means to take care of it, that'd be nice. And then if your friends want to like help reimburse you later, then that'd be good.
well,
But
well.
who knows what if
Those certain
anybody.
people, those $3,000 isn't a lot of money, Kevin. I mean, those guys say that they don't need ansets or anything else, and they do things for free, and they've got plenty of money and whatever. $3,000 isn't much money.
Nobody has plenty of money. I mean,
Well,
if if everybody has plenty of money, then they would be using money for like toilet paper and making it rain.
Yeah.
there's this old saying: charity begins at home. Have you heard that saying?
Well, that's what they were talking about. I think Dave and his team is talking about having a charity, and they were asking everybody in the expat community to chip in on the burden.
Why? Why would they ask everybody, especially when they put people down for asking for money? I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying they're hypocrites. They say one thing, and yet they do the complete same. They try to
I guess
justify
this
the cause.
e-begging that they want to do is a good just cause to ask for money. Well, in their eyes, it is because
because
to
why?
take away the burden from that girl that has no money or nothing.
But what's the difference with that and Ren asking for money or Chixie asking for money to build their boat or whatever?
Maybe she can start to sell that motorbike. Then she will get money to pay some bills out in the first place. It's exactly the same when you see somebody begging in the street for money to get some food, and then you give him money, and then he takes out a cell phone of 500 euros. Then I'm thinking, why the hell do he needs money for food if he can have a cell phone from 500 euros? Or dollars.
My belief is this: if they really want to help that girl, that's all good, but they dig into their own pockets to do it.
Oh, Gun Term is asking what are we talking? What the hell is what is the hell everybody's talking about?
I'm just saying I'm just saying that they say one thing and they do exactly the same. It's like I don't care about the cause or anything like that. It probably is a good cause, but charity, they should dig into their pocket, not ask others as well. There's no difference what they're doing to what Ren or BAE or any of those others are doing, as far as I'm concerned. It's all the same. It's e-begging.
Well, yeah, but see, Black American Expat, a lot of the charity work, I believe, comes out of his own pocket.
Yeah, if that's okay, if that's true, then okay, I respect that, and that's what it's all about. It's like that Bud Brown and that. They use their own money.
Well, Bud Brown does ask for money.
Yeah,
he has a GoFundMe and a Patreon account, I'm sure.
But Kevin, he puts his own money in as well. He probably
Exactly.
does more good to the expat community than any of these other idiots.
And
that's good.
I'll tell you something about Bud Brown. Apart from being an intelligent, successful man, even the Philippine people recognise his help to the poor. They did it. Don't forget, they did a TV story about him and his wife.
Yeah.
How many of you other expats have ever had Filipino people or TV interest in you? I know of 2 American expats that are good people that are actually done stuff and been recognised for it.
That's always pretty good,
Yeah, exactly. Fucking
you said you know 2. That's pretty nice.
People that they made a television program about, but I won't bring that up because there's no need to bring it up. But there's a lot of expat bloggers out there that are good, honest, and they do things correctly and unselfishly do it. They don't get involved in this bullshit dramas. Like and that includes us too. We're all involved in this bullshit drama. But there are good American people out there. It's a shame that the minority of idiots are in this Philippine community that we talk about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be in the Philippines, don't make a big footprint. Mind your own business and just do your own business and just have a good time and just don't have a spotlight on you.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's no community. I mean, when I'm over there, I don't want to know a bar. I mean, I'll be courteous and say hello and whatever if I bump into an expat. But to be
BAE
honest,
is an ass. Ed, I thought you guys were friends.
who?
Ed, Ed is saying BAE is an ass. I thought Ed used to go on his show all the time.
Oh,
that's what I thought. I mean,
well, I'm not. Hey, I'm not saying anyone's. Don't get me wrong. I'm just offering.
Hey, Roger.
I'm just offering an opinion here. I'm not saying. I'm not taking sides. You see, as far as I'm concerned, none of you guys are really friends with me, and that's fine. We all just have opinions.
So you're not
hey,
my
Jimmy.
friend, Mike.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Mr. Belgium, I respect you for who you are and what you are, but I got to be honest. We don't know each other. You don't know me. I don't know
exactly.
You. Hey,
exactly.
If we met in the street and we talked in courteous, that's fine. I mean, it's hard to take. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Yeah, that could be a different situation than if we meet each other in life. I'm exactly the same person. I respect everybody for who they are. So long they are friendly persons, of course. But if they start to attacking me, yeah, I attack right back. That's
well, you know, I always put it down to if we were all sitting in a bar together, none of this bullshit would be ever said.
Yeah, for me, the only thing that's count is just having a good time with each other.
Well,
that's all I'm looking for.
Yeah, we're all got different personalities, and we all like venting.
Exactly. I mean, everybody got their own opinion.
I think if we were in a bar, I think everybody would be going, "So what? What is it got to do with us?" And then everybody would go home.
Well, Kevin, I always remember that video that I can't remember that guy's name, but he was on. I think he was on your show or someone's show, and he was going on about Peter V. How if he met up with Peter V, he'd bash him and you know do all this to him and blah 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 blah. And what happens?
Yeah,
he happens to go to the Philippines, and
Professor X,
you know, and he bumped into Peter. But he didn't bump into him, and he just sort of spotted him and started videotaping him. But, you know, secretly videotaping him. And it went on like that for a wee bit. And then suddenly Peter V noticed him and asked him, what he was doing or how is he or something. I can't remember exactly. And this guy turns around and says, he addressed him as Sir. It made me fucking laugh. You know, here a few hours or a day or two ago, he was sitting on the show saying how he was, if he saw Peter V, he'd bash him and beat him up and whatever. And yeah, it was funny. He took a video of Peter V and I think Ado posted it on his show. And it was all good and laugh, you know. Someone had spotted the hobo or whatever they wanted to call him. And yet, when Peter V fronted this turkey called him Sir. Nothing, sir. How are you, sir? 3 bags full, sir. I mean, fuck, are you real? And what about this other idiot? This Eric.
There's talk and then there's reality.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. And what about this other, and this is another thing that makes me laugh. What about this idiot Eric, the Darth Vader or whatever what about him?
Eric?
Peter V gets interviewed by the police. Remember that? And this Eric was about 2 feet away from him. And yet Eric
that was Eric that was doing that?
Oh, that Baggio life. I can't remember his fucking, you know, another idiot that wanted to bash Peter V and deal to him and, he's going to get arrested and blah, 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 blah. And yet when he got this chance to be there in the room, and don't forget this Baggio guy was big notice saying that the police was a friend of his wife and all this sort of rubbish. And fucking, he had his chance to bash Peter V. Nothing happened. They're all gutless. All talk, all gutless. Hypocrites.
Well, it's not easy to follow through with what you want.
But it's easy to talk, Big. That's what I'm saying. They talk about everyone else. this is what makes me laugh about, they make these idle threats and and they go on about people, and yet they don't follow up or back up when they have the chance.
In some cases, before they start to talk about others, they better look in the mirror first.
Yeah, they should look in the mirror and see what kind of people they are.
Yeah.
I'm not. Now, don't forget, I'm not. I want you to understand, I'm not supporting the people that they're talking about. Apart from Peter V, I quite like Peter V.
I like Peter also.
I think he's a good guy. I think he had everyone fucking talking about him, and he was in their heads all the time, and they all they could do was, I mean, you just Google Peter V's name and you see what comes up. You couldn't pay for that sort of advertising, be it bad or good advertising. That's still, he was in their faces all the time, and yet he still walks around the Philippines. I believe he's actually back in America. I think that, but someone told me that he put a video out saying that he's not. But I think
and he never got arrested?
Nah, of course not. They don't arrest overstayers, contrary to what people think.
People said he was going to go to jail forever.
Yeah, what a load of shit. They're not going to put you, unless you. I mean, there's got to be a bit more to it to get a. I mean, that's probably not quite right what I said, but what I'm saying is a proof in the pudding is you, Kevin. You never got arrested.
Well, no, but I wasn't a burden to the country either.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. A lot of people overstay, and they overstay for a long time. There was one guy from Canada just recently that's overstayed. He never went to jail.
Yeah, again, it's not. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people every day that from all countries that trying to get out of the Philippines, and they don't have enough money. They can't afford, and they got to go to the embassy to get a clearance to get out. A clearance letter.
A lot of these guys, their 4 years or 3 years maximum stays coming up for renewal. So the choice is there. They overstay or go home. A lot of them, if they overstay, it's because they can't afford to go home, basically. I think people should take a leaf out of Popeye's book and basically, if you're under 50 years of age, if you're under 50 years of age, stop being a bum. Go get your wife or get your girlfriend, go back to America, get a job and work and save, and then go back to the Philippines. If you're under 50 and you're in the Philippines, you're basically, you're not living there. You like to think you are, but you're not living there. You don't pay taxes. You'll never be able to work. Unless, of course, you're married, you can possibly stay there. But,
And Popeye said this?
Yeah, Popeye said, Popeye basically said that Ren should go back to the States and get a job, and I agree.
Well, it sounds like Popeye made sense.
No, Popeye did make sense. But he was diverted at Ren, but I think it can be diverted at Dave Phelps. It can be diverted at a few others that think they live there, and
you can put it towards everybody.
That's right.
I mean, if you run out of money, you can't rejuvenate your money. Try to go back to your country of origin.
That's exactly what I'm doing now, Mike. I'm 51. Still got 9 years to work here in Belgium. Then when I'm retired, I can live anywhere. I can live and go anywhere where I want, without any restrictions.
Well, I'm not saying that, okay, if you can...
hey, Nico.
Okay, there's exceptions to the rule. I mean, I'm saying anyone under 50 that think that, but okay, there's an exception to the rules, possibly Seth Style. He's probably an exception to the rule. He's in his 30s.
But he's still making it, though, and he hasn't thrown it.
Saying. There is an exception to the rule where he's supporting himself and he's not involving too much in dramas, and he's doing his life. I agree. I mean, there are the odd guy. There's another guy that lives in Cebu. I've been watching. He's obviously got money. He was I'm not quite sure exactly his lifestyle or whatever, or what sort of visa he's on, but he seems to be. He's a self-promoter type person. He's in his 30s, 36 or something. He's got a car and a place in Cebu, and he's got plenty of money by the looks of it, and he's probably a little bit more successful. But those guys are rare. Most guys are average guys, just working average jobs, and if they go to the Philippines, that's their choice. I mean, and if they meet a woman, that's fine. But realistically, if they've got any brains, they'll get their wife a visa, go back to their countries, work hard, save their money, get to 50, get to their retirement age, and then go and live in the Philippines.
My microphone is choppy.
No, I hear you.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I was too busy ranting.
She's talking about my microphone. Yeah, sometimes it depends.
No, they asked about the new microphone, if you need extra software for it to get it run. If I understood it, what he was asking. I'm going to scroll up.
Software for your microphone.
Hey.
Anyway,
yeah, this is a whole package. I got a microphone, a camera, everything is all in one unit. It's called a Marant Carrot.
This one that needs a better microphone to get crisp, full voice.
Nico, how you doing, man? Welcome to
the Can of
Kiwi
Worms
Mike show.
The Can of Worms show. They'll be talking about this for another hour later on in other shows, I bet. Well, it's good to make you famous again, Kev.
Hey, you know something funny? When this show went down for 90 days, I never lost any views. Matter of fact, I gained views. I thought I was gonna lose like a whole bunch of views, and I just generated views.
Hey,
so
Fred.
I'm quite happy about that.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Mike. Hey,
Fred.
Benjamin, and
welcome to the old people
Nico.
show.
Or is Nico not here? No.
Oh, it's Fred.
Welcome to the old
Canadian.
How are you guys tonight?
Oh, well, I'm on fire.
I'm good, very good, buddy.
Yeah, I heard Mike's on fire there. He's just ripping her.
I thought I'd liven up the place.
Yeah, it's about time.
Get my name out there, you know.
Yeah. But no, I was listening to you. You're right. You know, if you can't support yourself in the Philippines, why even stay there for so long?
Well, yeah, and the funny thing is, Fred,
there's enough poor people in that country. Why do foreigners have to be sitting there being poor?
Well, that's it, isn't it? They scrape together, and the problem is too. You have a maximum life of 3 years as far as tourist visas go. I mean, after that, unless you got a what's that visa that when you get married with it?
No, they have a special name for it, but
yeah,
you got to come in with the wife and to get it.
Yeah. That visa allows you to stay there a year at a time, so you can just zip out of the country and come back in, and you're good for another year. But most of these so-called expat bloggers are on tourist visas, and they're only good for 3 years. After that, you either go home or you overstay, unless you get married in the meantime. But 90% of them haven't got enough funds to support themselves. So,
Look, Mike, when I go in retirement, I'm only planning to stay 10 months in the Philippines and then 2 months back to Belgium every year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I say, I don't know everything, but it's common sense. Yeah, if you can't support yourself in your own country, how the fuck can you support yourself in another country?
In another
just doesn't
country.
make sense.
Exactly.
Huh. So yeah,
See,
but when you hit rock bottom, you got to do something, or you're gonna die. So it's a do or die situation. So for me, I had to look at my resources and my cash flow. I got pocket money, and I got house and place to stay. I got food, but I don't have no capital coming in. So I just had to look for a way to find what I can do to keep moving. And opportunity came, and about looking for about working at the Korean Academy, and I took it, and boy, it was very good.
Yeah, but back then too, Kevin, things were a little bit different. I mean, but also you had a girlfriend, a sort of real girlfriend, and you had somewhere to stay and live. You weren't really on the bones of your ass as such. But now the Philippines is a tough place to live in, I'd say, if you got no money or minimal money. I mean, you hear of these guys living on $1,000 a week. A year. I mean, a month. To be honest, they're living pretty rough for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like I said, I was lucky that I had a girlfriend, and I had two girlfriends at that time, so I was going back and forth, which was not good. I mean, so I know shame on me, but I was going back and forth from Bacolod and Iloilo, going back and forth, and I was playing like 1 week, 1 weekend here, 1 weekend there. And that's when they both came over. That's when they both came over to Bacolod, and they had a fist fight in the middle of the street, and that was pure hell, because all the neighbors came out, and the neighborhood that I lived in was like almost like a gated neighborhood.
Well, the other scenario too, Kevin, is the cost of living in Bacolod is different to, say, the cost of living in Manila. So you were in an area where, so, and back then, like I said, back when you were there, things were a little bit different. It was, it's harder now, I'd say. Well, there's more influx of tourists there now, or and the cost of living's higher. The US dollar at the moment's quite high too. I mean,
And you could get away with a lot more back then. Let's say the last 10, 20 years, you could get away with a lot more than what you could do now.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, we got a different government in there at the moment.
Well, yeah, that to do, and it depends on how they're tightening up the belt on the laws too. Some governments, they're pretty lax and let things slide. You get a tougher government, they're going to crack down.
Yeah, but if you keep out under the radar, and I mean, it's just like for me, I was under the radar. I didn't make no waves, and I wasn't a spectacle of anything, except when the girls would fight. My two baby mamas would fight. So that like I said, that part. That part would get old because my neighbors would start talking about me.
That's when you start packing the bag and look for a new neighborhood.
Oh, yeah, I know. But my son's mom, she had her own house. So, but at the end, I did pack up and got out of there.
So,
But
Mike, you back in New Zealand?
Yeah, back home.
So, is it summertime or winter time there?
It's winter.
Winter.
Yeah,
you don't get snow there, or just in the higher elevations?
Just in the higher elevations.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Canada.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Canada.
No, well, as far as the snowfalls go, but I mean, it's cold here. We can get really low. We're down to about 5 or 6 at night. That's Celsius.
So that's pretty chilly.
Oh yeah, we get cold here.
Do you get freezing temperatures there and snow in New Zealand?
Oh yeah, we get snow here, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's like Fred said. It's more in the mountainous areas. We don't get it down in the cities as much. we can get hail, if you class that as a snow, but it's not the powdery. It's cold, put it that way. It's cold and miserable, but not that white fluffy snow that you probably get in Switzerland or Belgium or Canada.
Well, where I live about snow on the coast side, that's still a lot less than you go more inside the country, or going to the Ardennes. That's a lot worse there.
Yeah, because living on the coast, you get more rain than you would snow.
Yes, more rain and wind
to the interior. When you head into the interior, higher up in the elevations, that's where you get the snow.
Yeah. We got more rain and wind here at the coast side.
Yeah.
Vancouver. I think for the whole winter time, I think I see 2 days of snow.
Here in Vancouver, we're surrounded by the ocean and the mountains, right? And it's all the rain, but when you look up in the mountains, you can see it's all covered in snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that flight into Vancouver Airport. It's funny. On one side, you got mountains and sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So what's the room saying, Kim?
Well, it looks like your buddy Dave. He went and opened up a show.
Oh, that's nice.
Over there. So he went and complaining about you. And
we're gonna
hear a couple of his friends with him.
Yeah. It'll take the deflection off the others they pick on. They can pick on me this week.
We're gonna hear all the details tomorrow.
Just saying how it is, guys. I don't. Like I said, I don't care. It's all a storm in a teacup. They can say what they like, but they can't do anything about it.
Well, you could always go on their show.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they'll send me a link.
a link to think.
Let me guess what his first words will be. He's insignificant. He's old. He's decrepit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm Dave Phelps.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Seward, Alaska is on the coast. Yeah, it is. It snows horrible there. Yeah. Anywhere on the coast on Alaska, because you got that hard wind.
Yeah, the chill factor. The wind would be the one.
Oh, heck. Gypsy went over there. And Randall went over Dave's side, and Ed did too. That sucks.
Oh,
Huh.
well, life goes on here. I'm sorry.
Oh well, I
sorry,
got more views.
I'm sorry, Rendell went and left your show. I'm heartbroken about it now.
That's okay.
Randall's got a big tongue.
They're loyal followers anyway.
Yeah. They can suck up each other's. They want to support each other's ass anyway, so that's good. They'll be there saying that Kiwi Mike, he's a cunt and he's this. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Righty, rah.
Well,
You're
none of us
guy,
know
Dave.
what we're talking about.
You're a good guy, Dave.
Well, he is.
Kiwi Mike, he's no good. They don't know what he is.
Everybody's good, guys. Everybody's nice.
Fuck off.
Everybody are good guys so long they are not behind the computer screen.
Where's Roberto? Is he still in the room?
Well, he probably, he's at home now.
No, I thought he was in the room, you said.
Well, he was driving home, so he was probably, on his way home.
He's coming back on Tuesday to the Philippines, I hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Beautiful day. Today was a pretty hot day out. It was in the high 80s. It was around 88 degrees.
So what else has been happening?
Very decent day.
So what else has been happening? What else is gossip? Any more gossip, or is that just my dramas that I started? The only thing.
Well, buddy, I think you just
shattered everyone.
You came in, you poke holes in a hornet's nest again.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Yeah, I hope you help. It looks like you're happy about it.
Well,
wagging your tail like a doggy.
Well, what can I say? I mean,
you should be able to have a good day at now.
Honestly, what can I say? I mean, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
Well,
I'm gonna say it, Mike. Have another beer and don't care.
I just speak my mind.
Exactly.
Anyway, it gives them a new topic to talk about.
Yeah, they need some new topics, see? So maybe they spread something around. Could be true.
If I get
to see
chance,
how see how the others react.
Yeah. If I get a chance, I'll listen to their show later, just to glow in the attention.
Yeah.
Oh well, they probably blocked you.
Oh, who cares?
But I guess
life,
you can still listen to their show.
Well, my life doesn't revolve around them, so it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, if they really upset with what I say, well then I accept that. I mean, it's a free world, It's a freedom of speech and all the rest of that blog.
It's not a big loss as well.
Nah, at the end of the day, what can they do? They're going to sue me.
Yeah, have another beer.
Yeah, exactly. Have another beer. They might launch an investigation, try and find out my employer and send faxes to my employer and all this sort of rubbish.
They also they also make threats. They also make threats to me that they're gonna send emails to my employer But they
Why you?
forget.
What did you do wrong?
I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong, but they say, "Yeah, we're going to send you that you are a pedophile and all that kind of shit." And I said, "Okay, be my guest," but they forget I got also access to the emails here at work, so I never seen one incoming. So
Well, there you go. See that what you just said sums up their bully tactics, doesn't it? So what I say is right. If they do shit like that, well then, you know, I mean, they take things to the extreme.
Or just don't worry about what other people are doing. Just have a good day and keep doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, you got nobody to answer to except you and your missus
And God.
and me. Roger
God.
Miller, what are you saying? What could be wrong with eBay?
with e-baggers, bashing e-baggers.
Nothing, Roger Miller.
Nothing.
I like
Not
e-baggers.
Not of my concerns.
Charity begins at home, I'm afraid to say, boys.
Yeah.
That's true.
First help yourself before you help another.
Exactly.
That's what I learned in life.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong about helping your own before you try to go jump the fence and help other people.
But they don't help other people, Kevin. That's the whole point. They're doing it for some sort of self-satisfaction that they think that they're proving to everyone else that they're genuine people when they're really bullies. And they're only doing it to serve their own purpose, to try and justify themselves. Like I say, if they got $3,000, if they want to help that girl with the $3,000, put their hand in their pocket and pay it. Don't talk about it or try and promote it as some sort of cause when all it is them just e-begging. No different to anyone else. The sad fact of it is it's one of their own kind that caused the problem in the first place. That's the funny thing. This is a so-called vet guy that they all seem to stick together about. That's what cracks me up. Hypocrites, like I keep saying, you know.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand either.
Yeah.
In
I
one
mean,
way,
the point of what they're doing isn't the issue. It's how they're doing it is the issue to me.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what I'm trying to say. I'm just maybe my English isn't as up to their standard.
It's no, but you are correct, Mike. It's nothing wrong to help somebody out, but then they don't need to bash others if they're doing exactly the same. That's the point. That's the point of the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, lots of people help other people out. I mean, it doesn't need to be mentioned or promoted as some sort of justification. That's my argument. I couldn't care. I mean, it's a nice thing to help someone out, sure. But, you know, I always say if you're going to help someone out, fine. You dig into your pocket first before you turn around and try and... Well, you shouldn't even have to. You shouldn't be asking anyway. You should be doing it because you want to do it. That's that's my belief. I mean, everyone's got their own view.
Yeah, but it's sad. Ali, look, in my way, how I vision it a little bit now. It's sad what happened to that woman, what happened to her. But in how many things when it vice versa, there's that a woman does ruin everything on a man, take his house, take his car, take the kids, and all that kind of shit. And then they only talking about the woman. Then that's ripping off man. And when
the only difference is that they're only doing it because it helps their cause to get back at this other guy. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not.
Well,
they're
hopefully they're doing it.
Their
to,
reason
like,
for doing it is
help
what's
the girl, and you know,
Kevin,
I would think
there's
that they're
lots-
trying to help her because of that.
Yeah, that's all they're doing. They're only helping her because it suits them to get back at this guy. That's all. They're trying to. There's lots of people that owe money that have ripped girls off or whatever you want to rip Filipinos off. You don't see them rallying around and helping them. It suits them. It suits them because of the situation. You know, at the end of the day, the reason isn't the problem. It's the way they're doing it that I think is wrong. Anyway, I'm sure they'll have an explanation on the other channel if you want to go and listen to it.
We will hear it tomorrow anyway in the afternoon.
I don't listen to any other. I don't listen to any other live chats.
Mike
from
made
here,
a comment about helping charity work, and is it worth it?
No, I made a
about
comment.
doing money on charity with that girl.
No.
$3,000.
Kev, be honest. Tell them the truth. Mike said that Dave Phelps is a fucking bully and is only using this charity thing as some ploy.
See, Mike says it better than I can.
Be honest, Kevin. Don't butterface it. Be honest. I'm honest. I said what I said and I stand by it. I don't like that. I don't like, I know you're trying to smooth things, but tell them the truth. They'll hear it eventually. At the end of the day,
Mike doesn't like
Dave. Those who are listening, it's not Kevin. Kevin's not the one saying all this or agreeing to it or whatever. It's me ranting, and it's all my fault and it's all my saying. Nothing to do with Kevin or his show. Okay? So if you've got a problem, that's fine. You've got the problem with me, not Kevin or any of the other panel members. I'm just in one of those.
That's why you should go on that show tomorrow and ride your horse with your jousting stick.
I want to
have
see
it
that.
Duel.
I want to see that. I don't want to miss that.
Seriously, guys, you really think they're going to let me on their show? Don't be silly.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would. Because there's enough of them that they would take turns trying to pick you apart.
Oh well, let them have a go.
They can treat you like they can treat you like Jay. Jay was also talking, and they muted them.
Nah, they didn't mute him. He left.
No, they muted them. They muted them.
Nah. I was there listening. I know what happened.
Yeah,
they didn't mute him. He left. No offense to Mr. Black American Expat, but I'm afraid he chose to pick the fight that he was going to lose anyway, and they were quite civil to him actually, to be honest. I don't like people that call the race card. I really don't. I don't have a problem with this Black American Expat, but I've seen people like him, and I know exactly where those guys were coming from with that. Sorry to say that, but he pulls
race card's not any good.
Yeah, he pulls that racialist bullshit, and that just puts me off. He's a nasty. That's another subject for another day. Mm-hmm. If you really want me to offer my opinion on that.
Who's nasty?
Your mate. I won't go into it. I have a view that is probably would be deemed as racialist, so I won't comment any more about it. Uh-huh. Because of your show, Kevin, obviously. I do have some respect.
Well, you could always save it for another day.
I might have my little Hitler flag with me if I start up.
Oh, well.
So okay, that's enough of that. I might get you into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what can I say? Well, that was a good session. Room's a bit quiet now. How many in your room, Kev?
11.
13.
Oh,
I see 11.
I'm almost ready to call it. I just want to come out for a little bit.
We didn't scare too many away.
I have to start.
No, just the regular people. They just. I wasn't expecting a whole bunch on this good weather. Out, everybody's out doing stuff. I believe people are coming and going. I'm looking at Dave's channel. Dave and I we're neck to neck on viewers.
Probably
10. Dave has 11. I have 10. It's okay.
I don't care about the views.
No. It's all good.
I'm just caring about the vlogs I would put on my channel. That's it.
It's all good. Just don't intentionally try to step on people's toes, Kiwi Mike. You know that.
He already crossed that line.
Mike's the guy
poking the hornet's nest.
Mike's the guy that rocks the boat.
Yeah, no, but it's a small boat, so be careful.
Say it like it is. And then some people can't appreciate the truth sometimes. I know.
Yeah.
It's the same at my work. If I don't like something, I say it like it is, and then the response I get, it's always the fucking same with you. That's because I'm right on it.
Sometimes you have to say it like it is, or nobody's going to listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got also a boss here. He doesn't care what's going on here. So we have to solve our problems ourselves.
Well, it's like one of the guys at work, he did a shitty job. Nobody was telling him that. And then finally said, look, take it fucking easy because because no one's going behind him to clean it up but me. Because, well, because I do the dressing the boats and stuff, and the guy's there supposedly helping me, and he's more of a hindrance than help.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I know a lot of these guys as well. They are running more in the way than you can actually work.
Yeah.
That's why I like to work at nights only. I'm the only employee right now for 101 rooms. So we have
they could be getting in your way on purpose. Then they'll just you chase them away. Then they're happy that they don't have to do anything.
Sometimes it's better that you do it yourself.
Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you're just better off doing it on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because why let someone do something and then you got to go behind them and fix it all? It's just a waste of time.
Or you got to redo it.
Well, that's the thing,
because they did it wrong.
Well, that's the thing. We build boats and they screw up. That's an expensive screw up.
Yeah.
So, and the boats are inflatable, and we use grinders on the fabric, and you can burn holes in that fabric with the grinder.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because of the friction.
Well, yeah. Or they're buffing too much of one area, and because a lot of it's gluing, and then when you put glue the parts on, you don't want that much of a area that's been buffed because it shows, and you can't hide that shit. It looks like looks messy that way.
What kind of boats?
Okay.
What kinds of materials do you use? Metal or fiber?
No. We the boats have aluminum hulls or fiberglass hulls,
Okay.
but the tubes are made of Hypalon, and you know they're quite expensive boats.
The skeleton is metal, and then the coverage is fiberglass. Then.
Yeah. So basically, if there's a hole in the tube, the boat will float regardless. If there's a hole in the hull, the boat will float because the tubes will hold it up. So
okay,
it's really it's. I'm not going to say it's unsinkable, but they are very hard to sink.
very hard to sink, like
Yeah.
like the
Unless you
Titanic.
do something really stupid, where you break the tube and the hull altogether.
Yeah. If you hit a rocky sandbank or something, that can rip a whole rip in your boat. Yeah.
No, it takes quite a bit.
Okay.
Like the
You'd have to
Hypalon.
hit
The Hypalon is
a
actually
rocky
very.
area.
Yeah, no, the Hypalon is very strong material. It takes quite a bit to rip them. Like I could take a 60 grit grinding pad on it, and I could grind the hell out of it before anything bad happens. But it does happen. You know, Hypalon, it's like a rubberized fabric because you got rubber fabric weave in there, and another coat of rubber, right?
My American expat said my girlfriend wants to get married. I told her on my deathbed. That's not very. That's not. Well, she might say I do, as you flatlining.
Benjamin, in my Facebook, there's some pictures of some of the boats I've helped build.
Okay. Well, if I got your Facebook page, I will look at.
They look like zodiacs.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice boats.
Pontoon boat.
What? I go away
also...
for 5 minutes, and then all I hear is talk about boats.
Yeah.
they make one big enough to sail to the Philippines. There.
This is a peaceful area.
Sorry, guys. I got a flat battery on my phone, so I know you missed me. So I thought I'd better come back.
Yeah, but Fred, what I want to say, the good part about zodiacs, when they inflate, they don't inflate the hull because they made of compartments. There's always going to be a part inflated, so the boat won't sink if there's something happening.
And the same thing as our, you got air chambers in them. You can have anywhere from 3 to 4 chambers.
Exactly. Yeah, I got 4 zodiacs myself in life.
But our boats are better than zodiacs, so.
Yeah. Well, zodiacs,
but they kind of resemble a zodiac, right?
All these boats resemble zodiac. But zodiac's not as good as they used to be.
Is that what you make? Zodiac boats, is it?
Well, I make Polaris inflatable boats, not Zodiac.
Oh, Polaris. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get it straight now.
I know that. We have that brand here.
But one of the owners, he used to work for Zodiac years ago.
Where the hell is Big Mike?
Big Mike.
Well, Roger's saying, "What's new, Big Mike?"
Oh,
no, I was just trying
not much, Roger. How are you? If you're talking to me.
Well, you're not Big Mike.
Oh,
there's another Big Mike over in California.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
Okay. Well, I think you're probably going to need to apologize to a whole group of hurt people.
Oh, really? Like who?
Because you probably made a lot of people up in arms, and they want to drag you out and tar and feather you.
Oh, for what? Being honest? Not sucking up? Oh, well, what can I say?
Nobody likes a suck there, Kevin.
Problem is, no one wants to hear the real truth. You know, they want to hear what they want to hear, I suppose, at the end of the day.
Like today's generation.
Yeah, well, it's not even that, really. It's just people ganging up, taking sides. I'm an independent person. I say how I feel, and if it's right, if it's right, if it's wrong, if it's wrong. At the end of the day, I have an opinion, and that's my opinion. Just like everyone else, they have an opinion, and you know, I don't necessarily have to agree with theirs.
Yeah.
I don't boast to say I know it all, but from what I've seen so far,
I hope you don't know it all, because you're still, well, you're old. Hell, you're still a young man.
Well, if we're talking about just a certain subject, and unfortunately, yeah, that subject's not a subject everyone likes to talk about because they want to be his friend, or they feel that they will be isolated. You know, I don't suffer from friendship. You know, I don't have that problem.
I'm your friend. I'm your friend.
I just say it how it is, and if they don't like it, well, then that's fine.
They'll get over it.
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's not like we're going to be best mates or anything anyway. I respect everyone else's, but I do respect everyone's point of view. I don't necessarily say I'm right, but I thought we'd have a bit of fun and stir the pot.
But I'm more right than you are, so it's all good.
Hey, Ed, you're back.
That's how it works, you know. I'm more right than you are. You know, all good.
Well, I'm sure I'll get over it.
Life goes on.
I'm just going to have to suck it up, Buttercup.
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 I haven't heard that for a long
As my favourite person would say, suck it up, eat shit.
Yeah, suck it up and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably going to cry for another 3 weeks now before they're going to suck it up.
Well, with a bit of luck, it might give them something to talk about on tonight's show. I might get a small mention.
Well, I tell you, if it's not past your bedtime, go over to their show tomorrow and drop your hat into the arena and see if they do anything. They might even invite you on their show.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, I like listening to the show. I like listening to the. I miss it though because they weren't on last week. They were on the Clowns. Obviously, the Clown had his show running, but that's all right. See,
keep an eye out. What's one thing going to be on?
Well, you know, I like Popeye's show. Though. I've been listening to Popeye's show lately. I like it. I think it's funny as fuck. Yeah, I don't mind admitting it. I like Popeye. I think he actually holds the show very well. I'm surprised actually. I'm like he's really good.
Yeah, he's really good and complaining.
Well, no, I don't know. He's not complaining. He's saying what's true.
Yeah, but it's always the same. He's saying always the same topic.
Well,
so
okay, maybe he could change the topic up a bit, but I mean, at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, he's not.
Who's the same people? Sentai 7.
Well, yeah. You know, like I said, I have to agree with him on Sentai 7, and I'm sorry, Sentai 7, but he's right. You know, you are a bit of a low life type of guy, and you've been caught out lying. You know, you're bullshit. You're He's create. No,
I like Sentai 7 too, though. So be nice.
Yeah, I like Sentai 7 too. I stuck up for him, and I thought he was a nice guy, but he bullshits, and he's been caught out, and there's something not right about the whole thing. He is dishonest, and to be honest, okay, they're probably exaggerating probably Chixie's involvement, but at the end of the day, she is e-begging, and he's allowing it to happen, and he's not a man. He's letting guys. I don't care whether she gets money, but those guys aren't giving her money for nothing. And I'm afraid that's what it boils down to. If she's getting things like laptops and all these gifts. You can't tell me that these guys are giving her those gifts out of there for nothing. That's bullshit.
Hey Ray, how you doing, brother?
You can say what you like about it, but I reckon, no guy's that stupid. They're getting something out of it. I mean, I'm sorry to say, like I said, I'm a very straightforward person, and I see it how it is. And let's face it, I've seen one video where he's taking a picture, he's filming her while she's running around in her panties. I mean, let's get real about it. He knows exactly what he's doing. And maybe the choice of words that Popeye say might be a bit hard, but it's basically pimping her. Would you let your missus run around in her panties while you're doing a blog and filming her?
No.
No, right. Well then,
I never seen her running around in her panties.
Me either.
Haven't you? Okay.
No.
Well, good for you, Kevin. Because believe me, if you search back on those videos, you see lots of Chixie doing this and that. But I'm not saying, at the end of the day, Popeye's right about him, and what can I say? I mean, sorry.
But look, Mike, but how many people that are living in the Philippines that get donations and they don't even talk about it?
Well,
there are a lot of people there. A lot of people when I see it on YouTube. Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, if they're getting donations, that's all fine. It's not coming out of your pocket. It's coming. The person who's given the donation's the only one that can comment. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bit like the boat saga. I'm still out on my verdict on the boat is still out because I don't see Sentai 7's logo on the boat. I don't see a registration number, and I know Sentai 7 can't own anything because he can own a boat. I mean, but he can't run a business, and he's on a tourist visa.
Yeah.
So and the other thing about owning a boat versus owning something else or whatever is he's owning a business where if the boat sinks, what happens? Who's responsible? What about if someone dies on the boat, drowns or something like that? I mean, there's all
hopefully heaven forbid, right?
No, heaven forbid it doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, I don't believe he does have control over that boat. I believe he put money into it, but I don't believe it's his boat. He goes out on a boat. That's all I see.
Yeah, look, Mike, but that's always the big question. Why does everybody need proof on everything? If I say here, look, in Belgium, I buy a house, and then somebody else asks me, show me the papers. That's my business, not their business.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, why don't you keep it your business? Yeah. Ren puts out. He put it out there that he's buying a boat and he's doing all this. He was soliciting funds, So he puts himself out there. So that's it. Then if Ren had shut up about it and just did his videos with his boat, then no one would care. But the fact that he's mentioned it, he also mentioned he was in the military. He also mentioned he was a firefighter.
That was a joke, though. He was never serious about that.
Well, he also mentioned he had a Philippine driver's license, and not that I endorse John Doe at all, but and you all know how much I hate that cunt. But John Doe called him out in a lie. Why say you got anybody you
don't like?
Well, I like lots of people. I like Bud Brown. I like a lot of bloggers.
Hey, I'm sorry, just a moment. Hey, Jeremy, remember that one time I asked you if you ever want to come on my show? My door's open. Well, my door is still open if you want to come on, and if you ever want to come on and have a chat.
And get known
my door is open if you want to come on.
And get known
just let me know and I'll send you a link.
It'll kick me off because I'm a bad influence.
Yeah, I know. Well, everybody I would kick off, and then it would just be him and I.
Yeah, no problem.
I told him that before.
Who's Jeremy anyway? Sorry, is there someone I ought to know? Or just
I like Jeremy. I think he knows that. I have nothing wrong with. I don't have a problem with Jeremy. Jeremy is the one that we're talking about those guys with the scooter. Jeremy dropped off the scooter before he went to Bangkok.
Is this the guy is this the guy that's been going on? They're going on about helping.
Yeah.
Saying, okay. Yeah, tell them to pop on.
This is the gentleman that they're talking about.
Yeah. Well, tell him to pop on. I'd love to talk to him. I'm not a horrible person. I actually stuck up for him. Well, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of.
Well, I like him. I don't, like I said, I don't have a problem with none of you guys.
Same here. I don't. All I was going on was about Phelps and his fucking misguided loyalty or his attention seeking, and he was using that as a ploy. That was all That was all my beef was, you know.
But no, well, at least I'm just saying.
Actually, Kev, you can tell Jeremy that he should be grateful to me because I've deflected some of the attention off him onto me. They won't be giving him such a hard time. Nice to help everyone out.
Jeremy, just Facebook me, and if you ever want to come on. There's nothing wrong about saying your own opinion without having anybody else trying to bushwhack you. I think my audience would be interested to know what's going on. Just an idea. That's all.
Of course, Kevin.
Who's doing the dishes there?
Yeah, I'm doing the dishes, mate.
Okay. Well, when you finish, you can come and do mine.
Make John Doe proud. Tell him I'm a house.
I would go and do your dishes. That's no problem.
Yeah. Can't you ask?
I'll make John Doe proud to say that I'm a domesticated. What's that word he uses? Wimp, or whatever he calls it. What's that word?
There's
simple.
Wrong about being domesticated.
Can't you ask?
John Doe's eyes it is. It'd say I'm being what's that word? I'm a soft.
Powder puff.
Powder puff, is it?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, of course not. It's called having a relationship, you know, sharing and loving, and you know,
heck yeah,
being normal.
That's part of that's the name of the game.
And anyway, I'm on
with the burden.
I can still chat and do the dishes. I can multitask. I don't have a dishwasher. I'm not that rich. I have to do it by the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, can't you ask the $1,000 dishwasher from Popeye?
Hey,
Can't you ask the $1,000 dishwasher?
I'm gonna go to bed now.
so what? $1,000 isn't that much for a dishwasher these days.
For the
Oh, that's a-
$1,000, for the $1,000, I prefer to do the dishes myself.
Well, yeah, if you can afford it, why not?
Yeah, but
Well,
for
hopefully you
this,
don't have that many dishes. How many dishes do you need to have a dishwasher?
Yeah,
yeah,
but that's another.
Hey, Frank,
That's another thing those silly guys were
I'm getting
talking
a whole
about.
bunch of people coming in.
That was another thing those silly guys were talking about on that other channel. Not they were talking about Popeye buying a dishwasher. They spent 2 hours discussing about why Popeye should or shouldn't buy a dishwasher. How stupid is that?
Well, just go buy a dishwasher. Hell.
Well, but don't you understand, you idiots? Popeye just mentioned the fact that he could afford to go and buy one. It wasn't as in any other reasoning apart from just saying that he's going to go and buy one. And they try and do a 2-hour show saying, oh, why is Popeye buying a dishwasher? I mean, how fucking
I have
stupid.
2 channels, Frank. I have this is my first YouTube channel, and then I have my my first YouTube channel, Big Kevin No Bull, and then I have this one. I'm using both channels.
Is that Frank on? Is he?
Yeah.
Hey, Frank,
The
go listen.
legend.
Go listen to your buddy, Dave
Hey,
Phelps.
get it. Just spit the word out, okay? Damn, buddy. What do you get? Soap in your mouth? Spit it out. So yeah, Frank, I got 2 channels. I'm using both of them because somebody sabotaged my other channel, so I had to come out with this one. Today I got 400 views. I mean, I got 400 subscribers on this channel. So I got 2 channels that are doing well. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate that.
Here's an example. Here's an example of a man that's been talking the truth all the time, and suddenly these wombats have suddenly turned around, and now they're sucking up to Frank, saying, "Oh, he's right. You know, he was right all along." You know, just another. Of course,
Frank's right.
Yeah, but it just made me laugh. You know how they were going on about him. You know, fucking idiots. They are there. I hope Frank still goes ahead and takes out that thing against those cunts. I want to see it actually.
Well,
if I was in a position,
the next day they don't like him again. So I don't know what's going on.
They're just sucking up to him. But to be honest with you, if I could help Frank out there, I would. I'd like to see Dave Phelps.
Just be
no,
nice.
I can't. I haven't got the ability to help Frank out. But I'm just saying, I like him going to the barangay and his wife or girlfriend filing charges. I think that's funny as fuck. I hope they fucking do something serious to that Phelps. He'll get it one day, that guy, I'll tell you.
Well, don't wish bad things upon people. That's not nice.
Well, he shouldn't do bad things, should he? He creates hate. He's a bully, and that's it. He should take Popeye's advice that he gave Ren and go back to the States, get a job, get his wife a visa. He can't even do that.
Well, that's what he's planning on doing, I believe.
Hey, Kev, he's been planning that since he's been online. Doesn't take that long. There's a catch to it. There must be a reason why his wife can't get a visa.
Well, I have no idea, buddy.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take forever. It doesn't take years to get a visa to go to America, I'm afraid to say, lads. Contrary to popular belief.
Maybe the age difference here in Belgium, when you are 50 and you marry there a girl of 20 years old, it's going to be very hard to get that girl a visa.
Dave's not 50. He's like 40, 44, 45, something like that.
He acts like a 20-year-old, though.
But still, if the girl is too young,
he's got no respect for elders. He's got no respect for older people. He insults people, calls them. He comments about their teeth, their hair, and he's a nasty person. He's got no respect for elders or himself. I'm sorry to say, he's a nasty person. And you guys that want to be his mate, that's fine. But just remember what he's like.
He's not my mate anyway.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot out there that think Dave's a nice guy because he was in the military. What is it he actually did in the military, I wonder? You know, it makes me laugh. He feels like the world owes him some respect or a living, you know. Well, boy, listen up. You're in the real world now. Get a job, get your wife back to the States, and get on with your life. Stop being a bully and an idiot. You're 45. You're 45 years old. Eh? He's 45 years old and he's still fucking wasting his life in the Philippines. No different to others, I'm afraid to say. Like I said, he's only doing that charity thing just to try and justify himself. I mean, he put Frank down for doing the same thing, basically.
Huh.
Anyway,
Exactly.
nice to see you
So
all
Frank,
again.
what have you been doing? Frank doesn't want to come on my show either.
Well, I don't blame him.
That's messed up.
Frank, in all serious, mate, if you do come on, I'd like to say hello to you in real. I'm probably
Who, Frank or Jeremy?
Frank or Jeremy, I don't care. You know, I'm not a nasty person. I got no, you know, I stick up for the underdog. That's my sort of go in life, I suppose. But I'm happy to see that it's starting to change.
Hey Jeremy, here's my Facebook name. Just go if you wanna come on. Just go on to Kevin Hankinson and drop me a line on Messenger. Same thing with you, Frank. Nobody's gonna ask you any hard questions.
You notice? Oh, that was one other thing, Frank. Did you notice that old Michael Fazio fucking stuck up for you, you know, in his own little wit, and you see how they jumped on his ass in the next hate meeting that Dave Phelps and them had. Did you notice that?
Why? What do they do?
Oh, Mike was going on about you know how they put that video out about Frank's feet or whatever, that dancing thing. Well, Michael, yeah. Well, Michael Fazio put out a vid, basically sticking up for Frank, you know, saying, you know, you should watch out, come and dance with him, sort of thing. And it was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek sort of thing, no big deal, no real insults. But hello, the so-called hate channel, the so-called hate channel started picking on Michael Fazio because he stuck up for Frank. It just amazes me, you know. There's a lot of puppets out there. There's a lot. There's a leader, and then there's the puppets that follow the leader. You know.
Follow the puppet leader.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see the puppet leader on the 21st of May, Jeff Dunham. He's the puppet leader.
Huh. Yeah. Everybody has their own master, I guess.
Yeah.
Everybody follows their own Pied Piper.
My only master is my boss because he pays me the money.
There you go.
Well, there you go. That's the one.
Yeah.
My kids are my Piper.
Everybody got their own goalie in life.
Yep.
And sometimes doesn't matter how they do it, so long they don't hurt anybody else on their way. That's fine for me.
Well, that's the dishes done. Oh, yeah. Fuck.
Nice.
Just thought I'd share that information with you guys. Because I'm a wimp.
They appreciate your time and your effort.
I know. Because I'm a wimp.
Well, I'm glad you acknowledge that.
Yeah.
You can sit down and you don't have to stand up when when you admit to this stuff.
Admit to it. Come on, Kevin, show it. Admit to it.
Yeah. Yeah. All the hard questions.
So what time's their show? 10 o'clock, eh? That's Philippine time, eh? Normally. Means I have to get up about
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock in the morning, my time.
Okay, so that
10 p.m. Philippine time.
Yeah, okay. So that means if I have to go on live, I have to get up about 3 o'clock in the morning, I think.
Whoa.
Lovely.
Hey, set your alarm clock for they can give you the hard questions.
And it's for me 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Nah. I'll watch the rerun later. And if
that means no, huh?
Well, I mean, getting up at 3. I might be up. I don't know. I'll see what happens. It's not the end of the world.
You don't get up and take a whiz at that time?
if you depends, you can't get up before that.
Oh, it depends. Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that, Kevin. It's around that time frame I usually get up.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I do. I mean, I usually get up, take a whiz around twice at night.
It's probably a bit more information I wanted to share on YouTube, though, to be honest. I'm sure the people will be soundbiting that bit of information. He gets up at 3 o'clock to have a pee.
Yeah.
That's the latest, isn't it? Recording sound bites and stuff.
Whatever somebody needs to make feel for they could be in the spotlight. I don't know.
Like it's good to have a nice cup of tea.
Feel like they are a means to something.
Hey, can you ask?
Both my channels are doing very well.
Can you? Is Frank still in the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you ask him? Sometimes his videos seem to disappear. Why is that? Does he just take them offline, or is he correcting them? Because I got notified to watch a video of his, and I go to log on, and it's been removed.
Same here. No, I think he's removing them. He's saying his thoughts on a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Some videos I just catch it before he put it up, and then it was talking about Dave, mostly Dave, and then he puts them off. Yeah, that's I think that's a week and a half or 2 weeks ago.
I just noticed a couple of videos that were missing from my link.
Exactly.
I look forward to listening to him. We have some mutual interest, I suppose.
Look, he say, I have a new thing. I do not watch the troll channels that our Riprap Radio is involved with.
Yeah,
Frank, I've got to be honest, mate. I can't help myself. I do watch them. The only channel I don't watch is, and that's being honest, is Dave Phelps. I don't watch his channel because he's an idiot. But I watch everyone else's if I can.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that you are still a little bit updated. If others talks about it, that you are also know what to talk on it as well.
Oh, I love it.
A little bit updated as well. Yeah.
The thing is, Frank, I don't give a fuck about him, and he knows he can't do anything to me anyway. So I love stirring the pot. Anytime you want some backup, mate, I'm here for you. I don't know whether I'll be of any value, but I'll stir the pot. I'm good at it.
Well, you have an act. You're not that good at it, but I guess you have your moments. I guess.
Yeah. Don't worry, Kevin. I know you love me on this show. We turned a boring Saturday, or in your case, a boring Friday, into a wonderful, eventful day. They even had to go away and have another show just because you're having one. So it looks like you won. If there was anything,
hey Raymond, I don't win. You know,
No,
I don't really care.
there's nothing to win. Yeah, there's nothing to win or care about. But it's nice to know that they got upset and they had to go out of the room and make a show, especially dedicated to whoever.
Yeah. But you boys and girls, I am gonna get out on that note. My 2 hour mark's up.
Yeah.
Come on, Kev. We know you've been invited onto Dave's show and you want to leave.
But if you want to go on Dave's show, you can go over there and whisper sweet nothing in his ear.
Nah, not interested, mate, to be honest. Not interested one bit. I'd rather go and watch fucking Coronation Street. If you know what that program is.
Is that still going on after 45 years already?
Yeah, it's still going on. Not that I watch it, I'm just saying.
The cat's out of the bag now.
I was just using it as some sort of sick joke.
That's why he went back to New Zealand. He couldn't get it in the Philippines.
Well, the scariest thought, even though we've got modern technology here, the scariest thought, we're 2 years behind England in watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fucking sad that they're actually. Funny I mentioned it because they're actually in proceeds now of updating it, so we're going to be a month behind. So they're going to do a crash season of Coronation Street because we're 2 years behind. So they want to catch it up.
So, I know a couple of actors passed away that were on there from like almost the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's probably one of the longest running soap operas there was, wasn't it? It's quite amazing, really.
It's still on, I think. I think my mom still watches it.
Yeah. Kevin wouldn't relate to this program, I suppose, but it was quite a popular program, Kevin. Soap opera.
Yeah, you got to get BBC TV or whatever it is.
It's like Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, my mom used to like that stuff.
I don't have any TV channels.
Soap operas and everything.
You know, my TV hasn't been on for about a year now.
And you're still paying? Are you still paying for it?
No, I don't pay for it.
Okay.
No, we get free.
Sisters.
Being a Commonwealth country, we get free TV.
Well, we still got to pay cable or whatever, but
yeah, we have satellite as well. Yeah. Actually, to be honest, the only thing I really watch now is the sports channel, and most of the shit I can watch on YouTube, believe it or not.
Yeah, but only time my TV turns on is when I play my PS4.
Oh yeah,
that's always turned off.
Oh,
I use my TV as an extra computer screen when I watch a movie or something that I have also big screen to watch.
Jesus, Fred, you're a young man, fucking a gamer. Are you a gamer?
I'm not like what you see on the channels. No, I suck at games, but I like playing them. And
that's right. Yeah, you play that bloody.
I'm the same age as Benjamin.
Yeah, no. You play that sim. What is it? That reality thing.
Oh, I used to play Second Life.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
okay. No, I'm not one for games. Not those sort of games, anyway.
It's about 6 years ago that I played the game on the PlayStation or the Xbox or something.
Right. See, the games I like is the zombie games. I'm playing 7 Days to Die here.
I used to be a fan of the chat rooms, but they all died out. I mean, we used to have some good chat rooms once upon a time. Yahoo.
Yahoo. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but they sort of died out, and
well, that's because they Yahoo stopped all with the the ones you can make up yourself.
Yeah, they've got what's that one that they've got now? It's American Power Talk. That seems to be. Yeah, well, that seems to be that was quite popular a year or two back, maybe. But they're expensive to join, and it's not worth it.
Because I
At the end of
remember
the day.
being
But
on
yeah.
MIRC.
Yeah, but Yahoo Chat was good. It was free, and it was, they had some. We were pretty good people back then. Funny enough, it's the same bullshit as YouTube. Except that YouTube wasn't in existence. It was like same sort of dramas. People would take sides and gang up on people, and
the game Second Life, something similar. It's a social game, but you get to interact with people with the characters or whatever. But it's free. But if you want stuff in the game, you have to have in-game money. But it's also learning. You can learn to build things as well.
Yeah, well, it's a bit probably what they call it, like role playing or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Well, it is. Yeah, pretty much. But I got out of there because I found too many people were living their life in that game. They're not living their reality life.
Yeah, well, that's a problem. You get divorced from reality and start thinking
it's just like you can't get hooked into that crap. You gotta. Life is life, and game.
You gotta know that it's not real, just a game.
I know, but some people just can't comprehend that when they get stuck in these games.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's to do with loneliness.
Oh yeah.
As you get older, your circle of friends tend to dwindle a bit, and one reason or another, you don't get out much. You don't sort of go clubbing like you used to and shit like that. Call it getting old, I suppose. But it's loneliness.
To be honest, I'm a homebody. I always have been. I like staying home a lot.
Okay.
I don't like going out to the mall. I don't like going to the bars. I'm not a huge fan of that stuff.
Me too. When I was younger, when I was younger, I went to the bars. I went go out. That part of my life is past.
Yeah, exactly. And in reality, maybe a half a dozen good friends, and that's it. You don't need like 120 friends because you're not going to interact with them all anyways. You only have a handful of friends that you're going to be with or interact
more than enough. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and also it's called age and maturity. I mean, if you're 50 years old and you're hanging around a bar with 20-year-olds, I mean, there's nothing in common. I mean,
and you're the old man that's hanging out there.
That's right. You become the creep. That's exactly right. I haven't been to a bar in fucking years. I mean, personally, there's no gain in it or point for me, but I mean, being that I'm married, but I mean, hey, if a mate of mine comes over or something like that, and we want to go out on a night on the town, yeah, sure, I'm in for that. But I don't spend my life in these.
No, and then who's going to want to spend like here? You got to spend almost $7-8 a beer.
Well, that's the other scenario. I mean, then it comes down to
it's not cheap.
And if you're young and single, fine, you might get a bit on the side, or you might have to pay for it or whatever. But I mean, if you're like me, what's the fucking point? You might as well waste the money on your family.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's that's not wasting your money on your family, though.
Well, no, it's not a waste. But I'm just saying it's.
I know.
You're not going to sit there in some bar and give a girl $100 or $200 tips, and she's going to say, "Oh, you're so beautiful and handsome." And at the end of the day, it's just a load of crock anyway. It's like
they're only going to tell you what you want to hear, and
I mean, at the end of the day, that's no.
Where are you going to dish out?
And that's no disrespect to the girl. I mean, she's there to earn money, and that's her business. But I mean, you got to be realistic in what you want. I mean, going out and enjoying yourself, spending a couple of $1,000 or something is fine. But if you're going to let it dictate your life and spend half your life in a situation where you're not going to get anything out of it, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
like when I was in the Philippines, I had no desire to go to the red light areas or whatever where all the bars are and the bar girls.
Yeah.
I never even went to any of those places when I was there.
But you weren't alone. You had a reason and a purpose to be there. Well, so I mean,
That and my daughter was with me. I'd never take her to places like that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you know, if you're a young guy and you're in your 30s and
Young
whatever,
and single, yeah, that'd be different.
yeah,
That's
and then
different.
or if you're divorced or whatever, and you want to go and let your hair down, yeah, sure, go for it. I mean, it's fucking that's what it's all about. It's cheap. It's actually not that cheap anyway when you compare it back home. Here we can get a woman for $30 or $40 anyway, if we really wanted to. And that's in my country. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing. You think everyone says, "Oh, it's cheap," but it's not that cheap.
No.
You look in your own country, you can get it for near enough the same sort of money, except you don't have to buy the airfare.
I don't know.
What probably justifies it more is probably it's more in your face overseas than it is here. Well, in my country, it's not. Maybe Belgium, mind you, Belgium's pretty open-minded, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have a red light. Yeah, your red light districts are pretty fucking. In our country, it's legal too. By the way, it's
legal. It's legal here. Yeah.
Yeah, here it's prostitution's legal. It's an accepted part of life now.
Look, when it was not legal, there would be many more rapes daily.
Well, yeah, in our country, it became legal mainly because it was easier to control.
For health reasons. For health reasons and all. Yeah.
Yeah, health reasons and tax and it's a job. I mean, it's not a good job still, but it's a job.
Yeah, but it's still a job. Yeah, it's still a job. Yeah, if they don't do it, there will be too many rapes in the world.
Well,
yeah,
it's not a graceful job anyway. That's for sure. That's for sure.
But it's not illegal now, and it's not it's not that big a deal. I mean,
Yeah.
Actually, in some respects, it's harder to make a buck doing that than it is a normal job. Contrary to popular belief, it's not that well paid when you weigh it up to an hourly rate.
Well, they at least getting paid more than working 12 hours for $4 or $5 a day.
Yeah, possibly, but I'm not. I look at it like there's other factors you take into consideration. You're only good for a few years anyway, because you get old and you're not that popular.
Didn't you see the elderly Filipino woman there?
Well, exactly.
Comparing to the Belgian, they are still like puppets to me.
Yeah, but exactly. I mean, would you go with in my case, would you go with a 50-year-old prostitute in New Zealand? No way.
No,
you'd probably go with a 50-year-old prostitute over there, but it depends.
No, I prefer when I go to Belgium, I prefer them very young then, because it's still worth it to pay them something.
Yeah, well, Belgium, is pretty open-minded country that way. We're pretty here over 18. That's the law,
Same here. Over
well,
18.
the law is always good.
Over 18 years, just the same. I think in Holland and the Netherlands, before it was over 16. But I think they changed that law too because of the European Community law.
Yeah, well, it's like these guys that they refer it to people going to the Philippines, but I refer it to everyone in any country. If you're a 50-year-old man and you want a 20-year-old woman, there's something not quite right with that. I'm sorry to say.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something not right with it. I mean, it's like would you go?
In my opinion.
But I'll give you another example just to justify my opinion. If you had a daughter that was 20 years of age, would you think it was all cool for a 50-year-old man to fuck your daughter?
Hell no.
No, exactly. Then how do you feel when? That's exactly my point.
That's for me hard to answer because I don't have any daughters or kids.
No, but I'm just
my daughters are getting older now. And I told Josie that my daughters need, because they had to they usually walk to school. And I told Josie that let her start taking like a tricycle to school, just because there's idiots that's always like walking around on people that don't do anything, and you really can't. You can't trust what they're these people, even though most of them is their own relatives, and you still can't trust them.
Yeah, well, that's a side fact that can happen anywhere too. But yeah, especially in the Philippines, I suppose that's quite common. That's why you get a lot of young girls pregnant. You know, it's just craziness.
I don't know. I think there's just too many unstable people nowadays compared to what
years
ago.
I blame the Catholic religion a lot too, because you know they don't believe in contraception and I at the end of the day I think that's why have single. I mean, sex is one thing, but having unwanted pregnancies or single mothers bringing kids like that into the world, and that's all countries. Our country's renowned for single mothers too, and I fucking, you should see the generations that are coming up now. They're fucking, it's sad because they're kids having kids, and the kids aren't growing up, you know, and they're not knowing anything, not knowing how to treat people, how to have respect for people or respect for themselves, and it's an ongoing. Yeah, it's quite sad. The generations are changing to the point where
it all changed. It all changed here, and I think pretty much the same in any world that they didn't do any that they don't have to go to the army anymore for a year here in Belgium.
Well, you know, we used to have compulsory military training, but that went out around my era. Personally, I think they should reintroduce it because a lot of young people now need that discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Back when I was growing up, it was a bit different.
Yeah.
We had parents that cared, or you know, we were taught a bit differently. But it's just with technology now too. We didn't have the iPhones or the fucking computers, and we had other interests back then too. But it's easier. The kids these days, they won't even see. But then it goes back to another thing too. We're all PC. We're all PC now too. Back in my day, you could swing from a tree with a bit of rope. Now, if you did that, you could be sued or bloody fined. Or there's a lot of things like our country's a lot PC now. I mean, these days we had a game called Bull Rush. I don't know if you know that game.
Did you read what Jeremy's saying?
What?
That's they blocked Jeremy.
Why?
That's what they do.
The sum of a bitch don't know and let him, and I have it. And he's
sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you, Jeremy. I'm laughing with you.
Why?
Mike,
What?
Another thing is there's a thing called lack of respect now. There's basically no respect anymore.
Well, that's because Fred, the kids growing up today have parents that are not much older. You know what I'm saying? It's two generations in now. It's 2 generations in, and basically it's because the parents aren't teaching their kids, and they're having kids too young, and it's so easy now and especially in our country, it's so easy to have a child now, and just you don't even need to be supported. The government supports you. I mean, that's what happens. We're becoming a welfare. You know, they say it's their right to have children.
Nation.
Well, the common belief is, it's my right to have a child. Is it? It's your right to have a pet animal too, but you got to look after it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. Getting pregnant in my country is a job. You get paid by the government. You get a couple hundred, about $300 a week. If you don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what our country's become, and I bet you it's the same in most countries. Apart from countries like Asia, where you have a kid, you support that kid, or else that's it. You know, and there's no handout. But these kids grow up, and then they know nothing better, and they do the same, and it becomes
The only thing I learned from my father, he said, you get nothing for nothing. That I always learned in my life. You can have a handout, yes, but can you depend it on that handout forever?
Well, they do though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
the problem. You can
I mean,
have a handout for a while, nothing wrong with.
There's always exceptions to the rule. I mean, there's a lot of good reasons why you should help people like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it hasn't become a help now. It's become a part of life. You know, it's, oh, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got no boyfriend or got no father to support the kid. He fucks off. It's all right. The government will pay for my kid, and it's a job for me for life because I don't have to do anything. We'll just put the kid in front of a TV or buy the kid a laptop or something, and that's it.
Or an Xbox, and that's it.
Yeah.
And the government to pay them. We are.
Yeah. Well, it's the taxpayer. It's the older generation. I wouldn't say so much the older generation paying for it, but it's the taxpayer. But you see, there's another scenario. I don't know about you guys' country, but they're trying to jack up our retirement age to support it. And my argument is, and a lot of other people want the retirement age to be lowered.
Well, here in Belgium,
at 65 at the moment, they want to put it to 70. For fuck's sake!
Well, here in Belgium,
we have to work.
It was also 65. They put it to 67 now, or you have to work at least 45 years. So when I'm 60, I'm gonna have my 45 years, and I can also go in retirement with no problem.
Oh no,
or you need 45 years, or you need to be 67.
Oh no, with us it's 65 or nothing at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
I think you can get your full retirement here at 65.
Yeah. But they want to put it up. The reason they want to put it up is they feel that obviously the pressure on the government funds, I suppose, soon there won't be any retirement.
Yeah.
And a lot of people in my age group will say, well, fuck, we've worked half our fucking lives, put into it, and we could, you know, some of us aren't going to live to 65 sort of thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the plan, though.
That's why they bring that.
If they want to up the retirement age to 75, you know, how many people are actually going to live that long?
And let's face it, what are you going to do?
And
what are you going to do at 75? I mean, you're probably fucking half dead anyway. I mean, there's a lot of. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of 75-year-old men out there that are probably fitter and healthier than me. But I'm saying it all comes down to, you know, when you're 75, mate. You know, what's a big lump sum of money going to do? You're just going to leave. You're going to leave it.
You can go to the Philippines. You know that.
Yeah, go to the Philippines.
Yeah,
and let some young 20-year-old take it away from you.
Yeah,
there you go.
Having a heart attack while you have sex, what a way to go.
You can have a yabba dabba good time.
Well, you know, in all honesty,
hey, Black Expat, how you doing, Jay?
Once you go, you know, once you're dead, aren't you? You can't take it with you. You know, what can you do with it?
Yeah. We got a whole bunch of celebrities here today.
Well, you're well famous, Kevin.
Oh.
Well, KFC is well famous as well. Just he's from the same area.
So, Kevin, how long you been talking for? Fucking hell, we're going for a marathon
2
show
today. 2 hours now.
So this channel we're on is the original
show, but you won't quit talking.
Well, we may as well keep going if they're not bored with it, then keep going. We know you want to go on. We know you want to go over to Dave's show, Kevin. You're welcome to go over. We'll take care of things here.
I think everybody is here already. You know what I mean?
Oh, Dave's
everybody that is anybody here. I got Jeremy here. I got Frank here. I got Jay here.
Oh, you got all the rock stars.
I got Randall. I got Roger Miller here.
Randall's here to support
Kiwi Mike.
Randall's here to support the good guy.
Well, I didn't mean Randall. Randall's back. He's back over in
Rain Man, you
Dave's
meant.
lap.
Randall's here to support the sound bites.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Randall. I value your opinion, mate. Honestly, I value your opinion. I don't care for it, but I still respect your opinion. That's what a wonderful country we are, or world we are. Sorry.
Oh, Dave's show ended again.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take much.
No, I think his show's back up again. It's going off and on.
Maybe the topic matter is probably not that much. There's not really much you can say about me, really, is there? I haven't really scammed anyone yet.
I think he's talking about everybody. You, Frank, Jeremy.
Good luck.
Me for letting you disorderly people on.
Kevin, I haven't scammed anyone yet. Give me a chance. Should I start a Patreon? Can I EB?
Oh, hell.
I've got a good cause you can all support if you want.
Oh, yeah? What's your cause?
No, I won't say.
Oh, then evidently.
sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
Cause.
yeah, no, sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I won't say that. Got to keep some things in check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Save it for a rainy day.
Save it for another day.
Save it for the freezing day.
Yeah, heck. Yeah, I would like to take Jeremy on the show. It would be interesting to see what he has to bring to the table.
Maybe he will come on a rainy day too.
Yeah, but if I was Jeremy, why go on? Why go on? I mean, it's like, it's just you only add fuel to the fire. And
you want to keep warm, don't you? It's cold at night.
It's also better to hear the story from the other side as well, eh?
Well, yes and no, but I mean,
in one way,
Mike doesn't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know the guy, and I don't, but from what I've been told of the story, I mean, do you really want to go down that track? I mean, he's obviously dumped her or done whatever he's done.
I want to know what's going on the other side of the track.
Well, if he's willing to come on and share, fine.
There's a story, and there's always two sides on the story.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's three sides of the story.
Yeah. So look, when I say I broke my finger, 10 people further they say I'm in full body cast in the hospital.
Yeah, but that's
yeah, but it's like that.
Yeah, but even if there's 1% true in it, it's still not right, is it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what does Jeremy want to come on? Has he got something to say? I mean,
yeah, maybe he will give it some time, maybe to come on.
I don't know. Ask him now in the room. Ask him what he thinks.
Yeah, we asked already a couple of times to come on, but he doesn't want it. So,
well, there we are. If he doesn't want to come on, that just shows that it's not worth talking about.
I don't force nobody that doesn't want to do it. If they force me to drink a beer and I say no, it's no for me.
Anyway, what's he going to? What can he say that will add value to anything? I mean, he's just going to say, yeah, well, me and the girlfriend had a breakup, and the bike's in her name. So what? I mean,
I left the bitch and she deserved it. So okay, maybe not. Yeah,
so
maybe,
what?
I don't know. Yeah. Look, is there no problem in any relationship? I think in any relationships there are problems anyway.
Two wrongs don't make a right, do they? I mean, at the end of the day, what's done is done.
Exactly.
It's like I keep going back to. My argument isn't about what happened. It's how some person's taking advantage of it to try and justify himself as not being a bully or trying to make out he's a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. And he's the same guy that goes on about e-begging, and yet he's doing exactly the same thing. If he was such a big man, he would put his hand in his own pocket and pay the $3,000, and then if anyone chooses to help cover the costs, they can donate directly back to him.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Exactly.
He went on about Frank.
That's a lot of money. So
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a lot of money at all, Kev. It's a lot of money if you don't have it. Sure,
If you don't have it, exactly.
But yeah, but I mean, it's not a end of the world situation. It maybe in the Philippines it is in that respect, but if this person that I'm talking about is such a big man and he's so wealthy and he doesn't need help and he doesn't do this and he puts everyone else down. And yet he's the one that's saying, "Hey, let's all rally around." Yeah, he puts down everyone else for doing the same thing.
Mm.
So,
well,
let's
quit picking on poor Dave.
Oh,
you know,
he's a big boy.
I'm sick and tired of it.
He's a big
he
boy.
He gets feelings, you know.
Oh,
I think Dave can take a hit the way he talks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, like they keep saying to everyone else, they put themselves out there. Rah 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 rah.
Please don't do that again.
Well, I'm just mimicking how he talks. I mean, let's face it. He doesn't. Let's get back to the show he's on. The one that he's meant to be supporting, the Riff Raff Radio. The only good thing about Dave Phelps being on that so far is he says hardly anything, which is good.
It's only Alu and Popeye talking mostly.
Yeah. Well, they're the main stars of the show. Dave Phelps, he's only there to do the soundbite recording. He's like the sound operator. He has nothing of value to say. He's actually quite quiet. Actually, he's a lot more quieter than what he used to be, I have to admit.
Yeah, you need to go on that show tomorrow. Definitely bring another pair of pants because they're gonna try to rip you a new one.
Radio.
See, why would I want to go on this show? Don't be silly.
I might even open the door to throw you into the wolves.
Yeah, go on. All I'll do is
because I'm a nice guy.
That's the first thing I do, Kevin.
Hey,
everybody knows I'm a nice guy.
If I don't like what they're saying, I just won't fucking answer them. It's as simple as that. What are they going to say? Yeah. They're going to argue the truth with me?
They know the truth. You know that.
Yeah.
Answer the truth.
Yeah. What they're going to do? Rip you truth.
What are they going to do? They're going to call me. This is what they're going to do. They're going to call me old. They'll revert to me as being a Kiwi. They'll revert to me.
But you are a Kiwi.
Yeah, I know. But this is what I'm saying.
I like Kiwi.
They'll just
good fruit.
They'll just derogatize me like they do with everyone else. They're not going to say anything. There's nothing. I mean, I'm not an e-beggar. I don't have a channel. Oh, I hide behind my picture, of course. What else?
Yeah, that's an ugly picture too. Sorry about that, but just trying to help out. That's what I do.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. I can handle it. You're lucky I'm not in America. I can sue you.
Okay, guys, I have to go off now because I have to start to prepare breakfast for the guests. No.
Are you a cook? Are you a chef?
Yeah, I'm on chef now.
Are you really? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, you can see it if you want.
No, I believe you.
He wears many hats.
Oh no, that's cool. I mean,
My wrong.
You better be careful.
Many hats.
Oh, so you work at a restaurant or it must be a hotel or something.
Yeah, you can see it now. Look, I'm at the disc now.
I can't. I'm just having a pee. Sorry.
Oh.
Yuck.
I thought I'd just share that with you. I'm just in the toilet having a piss.
And look,
Yeah.
that's here my security tablet. I can see all on CCTV what's going
Hey,
on.
buddy.
So
Oh.
There he
Well, you
is. Please don't show that no more. That's gonna give me nightmares. Please don't do that again. Oh,
So who's put out videos that I'm sitting here talking to you and I should be catching up on YouTube?
Well, you can check out my video. Kevin still hasn't seen it, so.
hey, I know I've seen everything, buddy. I
No,
know
you
everything what's
didn't.
going on.
You didn't see it.
Hey, remember I
Oh,
told
yeah.
you I seen you, your girlfriend, and your daughter, and all
Yeah,
that stuff. Remember I made comments and everything. You don't remember, do you?
You were
Have you got
approving my Facebook page, not my YouTube.
Oh, you got
Oh.
a channel going there.
No, I only have one little video. It was a work video I did.
I
I was
loved it.
doing a boat inspection. It's just one little 2-minute clip.
Oh, okay. I got a couple, but they're nothing spectacular. I sort of got bored with the idea. I thought, nah, all I'm doing is if I start posting shit, I'm just inviting idiots, so it's not worth it. I just chucked up some fucking New Year Guy Fawkes ones, I think, from memory. Okay, well, not Guy Fawkes, sorry. Happy New Year ones. Anyway, I got a lot to hide, so I can't very well show much.
I think years ago, I posted kind of a clip when I was at the Jazz Fest in New Orleans about 7 years ago. And it was clips of the Eagles playing in concert, and that somehow disappeared. So
now, Jay, what is that? Yo, Dave is talking about his boring life on his show. Huh? I just remember Dave talking about my show is boring. That could be true. But I know I'm going to get off right now because, hell, Jay, you hurt my feelings when you said that. Because tomorrow's another wonderful day, and I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow.
Actually, Kev, I heard they blocked you off a channel. Why is that? Didn't you get kicked off? You got kicked off Riff Raff, didn't you?
Well, yeah, Riff Raff, after I went on their show and I dominated that show, then Popeye kicked me off because he got tired of me talking. So he just kicked me off the show.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Dave Phelps that kicked you off.
Oh, no, that was Popeye.
Oh, okay. Well, I got nothing wrong against Popeye. I think Popeye's a nice guy. I think he talks.
Everybody's a nice guy.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Everybody's a swell fella.
I like the way he talks. I really do. I'm afraid that he might tend to not so much stretch the point, but he uses some choice words that might be a bit hurtful. But at the end of the day, a lot of what he's saying is pretty well fact. I mean,
well, hey, I have to disagree with you.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's your opinion.
100% about Santai 7 and his team, but everybody has their own opinion, and that's okay to state your own opinion. That's okay with me. But there's nothing wrong with saying what you think. But I just say I disagree. That's all.
I know. Yeah, that's all right, Kev. I mean, I see it differently because I'm an outsider. All I see is Ren coming on your show, creating chaos and his own little way and trying to deflect. An example was he came on your show one time and was going on about Frank this and Frank that, and he was actually trying to deflect what Riff Raff Radio said about him. you know, and he never, you notice he goes on your channel, he goes on that other guy's channel, BA or whatever, and he's always, he never goes on his channel and says anything or has a discussion. You know, it's like
he doesn't do live no more.
No. Why is that? But he'll come on your show and tell lies and cause shit. I mean, you know, I'm afraid he's been caught out, and it goes back way before when he was popular, you know, and everyone was against Frank, you know, saying, you know, and he was, and Frank posted a video. Frank probably is better positioned to tell you than I am, but I remember a video that was posted, and actually Sentai 7 admitted on the video, and it was Sentai 7's video, not Frank's video, that Frank was not a liar and was an okay guy. I don't know if you guys can remember that far back, but you know,
when he did that live interview with him.
I'm sure Frank is a nice guy and a swell guy in his own way. So probably, and also I think Dave is probably a nice guy, swell guy in his own way. So everybody has their own opinion, and
he's not
good.
No, he's
what
not,
you
Kim.
think about him, and everybody has their own opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So
of course they are. But when it comes to Dave Phelps,
since this is my show, I don't condone what people say, and I'm not for or against.
Yeah.
What they are saying. So.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
No.
I'm
not going to control. I'm not going to control you and force you to, like, you know, take back what you say and stuff.
No, well, I can't, you know, because that will make me a hypocrite. And I'm a straight up guy, Kev. I mean, I say it how I feel, and if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, well, I apologise too. But I'm not. 99% of the time, I'm in the right. Your gut feeling about people when you first hear them or see them or how they act is basically how they come out in the end. And I'm afraid I can make excuses and justifications for everyone, Peter V, everyone else. But Dave Phelps, I'm sorry to say, mate, you're a fucking cunt. And that's it. You know, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, you're a bully and you deserve everything you get in life, I tell you. And I'm sorry, guys. That's my honest opinion, and you know, it might cause some more shit, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, you put me in a position where I have to, justify it. Well, I've said it now, so, and I've been saying it a lot. You know, I've been saying it every time. I'm consistent. I'm not just saying it to cause trouble, even though I know I like getting a buzz out of the reaction, but. You know, I'm being honest too. A lot of the guys sitting in the audience do agree with me, but they don't want to admit it. And they may hate me just as much. Who knows? But they know what I'm saying is true. You only have to go back.
Honestly, I don't even watch Dave Phelps, so I don't really know what exactly you're talking about. So
yeah, well, yeah, Fred, it's not. If he's nice to you, you know, I'm civil to him. Yeah. Well, you know, to a point, I suppose.
But
I mean,
that's the thing. I don't talk to him. I don't watch his videos, so I don't know anything about him. So I'm not going to say anything.
I'm just saying that from what I've seen of him and what he's been saying about other people, and he has no respect for old people, and he really doesn't have any respect for anyone unless they're on his side. I mean, I remember a time. You know, it's like I just keep going back, but it's like. That's what he's like, you know. He could say he's a spoilt little brat, you know, a mummy's boy, you know, daddy's rich boy or whatever you want to call it. You know, he's not worked a decent job in his life. He goes on about his military.
Pretty decent.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here we go again. Everyone suddenly rallies around the. I got no problem with guys serving in the armed forces. I have a great deal of respect for guys that do that, but I don't. Like guys that sit there and try and justify it as their given right. I mean, what's he actually done in the service that justifies me or anyone else saying, "Wow, Dave, you're you're a cool dude. Honestly, what justify he wasn't even in, I bet you he wasn't in any real action as such. I mean, he wasn't a foot soldier. Everyone will say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
You're breaking up, Mike.
Yeah, I'm breaking up all right.
Yeah. Well, break it up.
Anyway, anyway, you know, that's the whole point. You know, Freddie, he's got no respect for anyone else unless they believe in his lies and his bully attitude. You can tell how he's an arrogant sort of person. He's what Duterte hates. He hates the Americans, as people like Dave Phelps. To be honest, his attitude is what causes half the people judge Americans on people like Dave Phelps, and that's the truth, whether you like to hear it or not. There are a lot of American people out there are decent people, and they're YouTubers, and they're decent, honest, hardworking people. They do their own thing, but unfortunately, it's the small majority like Dave Phelps that are the ones that get all the negative attention that reflects on others. And on that
on that note, we are gonna take off. It's been a long day.
Thank you for your time. I love you all. God save the Queen.
We let you dance doing the two-step.
I did the
foxtrot.
Can I get a video made about me?
Oh wow! Hey, go to their show tomorrow, and
hey, Frank,
I'm sure you'll do something.
Is Frank still there? Maybe he can teach me the dance steps. They might be able to. I'll put out a video of me doing the dance steps.
Well, maybe if you ask Mike can show you how to dance.
Oh yeah, Mike Fazio will show me how to dance with you guys.
Yeah.
The Boston what does he call it? Where's Frank? Where's he from? Boston or somewhere? New York? Sorry, New York. New York. Sorry. Yeah, I can do the New York shuffle.
Well, I think he'll show you the Harvard shuffle because he's a seaman. He's a tugboat captain.
No,
he'll do the concrete boots. You mean? Give me a set of concrete boots.
Didn't he have a barge with an excavator on it or something like that?
Fuck, I love watching him. He's strange.
I haven't watched him in a long time.
Oh man, fucking! I'll tell you that digger of his he's turned it into a Frankenstein. He's got Daisy May welding bits of metal to the bucket to make it. It's just amazing.
Hey, you know what? She's got to be a good girl because she's still with him.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with her. She's all right.
No, I don't think anything's wrong with her either. You know,
you see, the problem is we all have personalities.
She's not a very good dancer, but
well, that's their personality. That's what he does. I bet he's not like that in real. I reckon
probably not.
No, I mean, you know, that's their persona. That's that. I mean, that's entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
For somebody, it's an entertainment. Yeah.
Well, you know, look at the subs he's got. I mean, look at the, you know, at the end of the day, that's what counts. I mean, people sub to it, whether they sub to it for whatever reason they do. He's made a lot of videos. He's actually quite an intelligent man.
Yeah, and I think he wrote a couple of books or something too.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy. It's not a subject that I'm really into, but I mean, you can just tell he's very articulate. He's very intelligent.
Yeah,
he's got a real sense of humor that's a bit probably out there, and he's got an obsession
kind
with
of twisted, yeah.
But you know, that's fine. I mean, you know, he's still and yeah, what he doesn't bullshit really. I don't think. I mean, the point is he's done all what he says he's done. I mean, you know, he's some of those videos he shows, like you can see, he used to be in construction, obviously.
And he showed some of the older stuff he used to do or whatever.
And back in the day, Kev, he was a big guy. I mean, he's still a big guy now, but I mean, we're all aging. You know, that's the thing. We're all at that stage in life now where we're getting into our 60s, and and you know, we're not the same as what we were 30 years ago or 40 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
but you know, our brains still tick. Yeah, well, that's it. You know, our brains are still ticking. I mean, we probably all feel like we're still in our 20s, but you know, the reality is, we all age and we all.
Yeah, I notice that every morning when I get out of bed, all the aches and pains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, well, that's
Jimmy just turned 60.
Did he? Oh. Is that Jerry Cadanian or whatever? Is that who we're talking about?
Oh, no.
Jimmy Dure.
Oh, Jimmy Dure. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's 60, is he?
Yeah, he's over in AC.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah, they were giving him a bit of a hard time the other day, weren't they?
Well, don't give people a hard time. That's not
no,
nice.
not me. Not me. I was saying they were. They mentioned him in small doses.
Oh, he's okay.
Jimmy, yeah. I'm just saying. Jesus Christ Almighty, can't say anything without Kevin getting defensive.
Hey, because these guys are pretty nice on my show, so I gotta watch out for them.
I didn't say anything bad. Jesus Christ.
All right, hey, calm down. Save your energy for tomorrow. You're gonna need it.
Why? What's happening tomorrow?
You're gonna go on that show and you're gonna bring your Riff Radio. You're gonna bring the Pee Wee Warrior.
I'm not going on this show. Jesus.
He's going to break up
I'm not their topic matter. I've got nothing. I can't add value to their show.
What's that New Zealand
warrior tribe? The haka.
They do the haka on their program.
Yeah.
Guys, I've got nothing that they're interested in, really. I mean, I agree with half the shit they say anyway. So, I mean, what's the fact? They're not going to have me on for that. And anyway, to be honest, I probably wouldn't go on anyway. There's no gain in it for me. No point. What, they're going to be my friend? Or my enemy still? Or whatever you want to call it?
They want to be a chum.
Yeah. Am I going to be a chumley?
Chumley. Or the chum bucket. Take your pick. We do the sharks.
Chumley was a cartoon character. Wasn't he? Chumley was an old cartoon character.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Pawn Stars.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that Chumley. Yeah, no, but Chumley was a
cartoon characters.
Yeah. Chumley was a cartoon character back in the 60s, I think.
I missed that cartoon.
So you're older than I am. I don't know.
No, it was like he was a walrus or something. Can't remember.
Well, that was back in black and white cartoons, right? Yeah, buddy. You're just grabbing for stuff now.
Oh, Jesus, Kev, you're so mean. You're a fucking bully too.
All right, you guys, thanks for coming.
Face.
Kiwi Mike, thank you.
You're welcome, Kev.
Frank, thanks for coming.
No
Still
problem,
want
Kevin.
you to come on. Hey, Jeremy, you got your invite still. Feel free to come by. Talk to me on Facebook. Yeah, had a very good day, you guys. My
Thanks for
channel,
having me.
Oh, anytime.
Yeah, nice to see you again, Fred. Sorry to upset the boat with the show today.
No, it makes it.
I thought I'd just add a bit of fuel to the fire and see what happens. I'll go and sit down now and watch the results.
Yeah, go listen and
See if
How
Kevin's
much-
got a
how
strike.
much- Shit.
Well, you got 14 in the house and 14 likes there, Kevin. You're doing pretty
Well,
good.
I appreciate
Well, there
the
you
love,
go.
you guys.
How many
All right,
dislikes?
I'll talk to you all
All right,
later.
boys.
Be good.
Okay,
Enjoy
see you
your
later, Kev.
weekend. Yep.
I'll go and,
Enjoy
I'll go
your
and see if
weekend.
Frank's got any
Be
more
safe
videos out.
and
Hey,
have
don't
fun.
forget
God
to
bless
hug
you
your
guys.
moms. It's Mother's Day this weekend, so say hi to your
Well,
mom.
it's Sunday, right?
Yep.
Sunday's is
Thanks.
your Mother's Day.
Yeah. Make sure you
Thanks for
take
the
her to
reminder.
breakfast someday. Okay, good night,
Yeah,
Kevin.
do something.
Talk to you soon.
Do something good for your mother.
Yeah. All right, night all.
Bye, you guys. Good night.